So yeah, we're doing Jurassic Park today. I've seen this movie, I don't know how many times. I've seen this a lot of times, so this is not a first time watching video, okay? But I think there's some value in this video because I can give some insight of, you know, how it's done, the filmmaking, and the impact it's had on me as a person. And just talking about, you know, the themes of the film, the story, and just, you know, how great this film is. That being said, me saying Jurassic Park is great, yes, Jurassic Park is great. The ones following it, forget them. They're not terrible, but, like, here's the thing. I recently did the Matrix films, and the other two, like, the first one is amazing. I absolutely love the first Matrix. The other two are like, ooh, not so great, but they're still enjoyable, right? But Jurassic Park, it's kind of like the Matrix. It's like great. It's amazing. The other ones are even worse than the Matrix sequels. Like, they're just... I think the movies really lack the foundation that the first one had. See, the first one was thought-provoking. Even though it was a silly movie about a fucking dinosaur park. Like, in modern times, there's like this dinosaur park you can go to. It's a silly concept, but they took it seriously. And they had these interesting thought-provoking ideas about, is it right to do this? Is it right to kind of play God with these creatures, in a sense, right? The other films don't have that. It's just fucking running around and dinosaurs chasing them. So, and I mean, that can be fun, you know, don't get me wrong, but if you're gonna do it like that, you got to be really quirky with your filmmaking, really quirky with how you film it. You almost got to get someone like Sam Raimi to make the other Jurassic Park films. Someone that's kind of self-aware that the movies are just dumb, fun films. Or someone like Quentin Tarantino, or someone like Wes Anderson. Like a director that's going to just really go batshit insane with the style, or Taika Waititi. See, I'm just throwing a bunch of different just directors to really take a more quirky route with the films. So, you know, you're doing a bit of a different approach with it, but you're aware that it's just a fun, dumb, like it's a dumb, fun movie. That's what it is. If you're gonna do that with the other ones, do that. Don't try and do this thing where you kind of like, you're still trying to be serious, but it's dumb. It doesn't work. See, this one, I feel like they really have that good balance here. And I think they make it work somehow. Don't tell me how they did it. You know, I can try and understand it, but I'm not Steven Spielberg. Right, I'm not Steven Spielberg. He's really good. You know, he's really good at directing. He's really good at putting a story together. You know, I don't know who were the writers of this film, actually. Let me check that out. I don't know if Steven Spielberg helped write this or not. I think Steven Spielberg's usually just a director. I don't think he usually does... you know, the writing of films. I might be wrong about that too, though, so don't quote me on that. Writers: Michael Crichton and David Cope. Okay, yeah, so this was based off a novel too, right? I don't know if the other ones were also based off the novel, or they kind of went off their own way. Perhaps that's why they're not as good. That's just an assumption. I haven't looked into this at all, really. But just in the general sense, the first one, a lot of people will absolutely agree that it's the best. I don't think there's many people that would say, oh no, this third one's the best. I haven't heard anyone say that. But hey, if that's, you know, your perspective in the comments, maybe you like Jurassic World. Maybe that's your favorite one. Give me your reasons down in the comments. I'm not going to, you know, get mad at you for having a different opinion or a different perspective on a film. You know, that's your opinion. That's your, you know, certain biases that you have for the film. Maybe you just like the dinosaur stuff, the dumb, fun dinosaur stuff. Maybe you just enjoy that. Or maybe you don't want to call it dumb fun, you just call it fun. Whatever, you know, everyone has different perspectives. I'm not trying to, you know, judge someone for liking something that I don't like. That it's all opinions here, you know. So, you know, if there's another one that you like more than the first one, you know, put it down in the comments below and tell me why. I'd be curious. Let's get into this one. I'm very keen to check this out again. It's probably been about a year that I've seen this. I try and watch it fairly regularly because I just really love it, but you know, there's things, you know, there's always something new you didn't see the first time. You know, there's always something new you see, maybe a little thing an actor does, or a musical cue that you didn't notice the first time, or an editing trick, or something with the cinematography, a really good shot. You know, there's always things you miss when you watch a film. So, you know, there's always new things to gain from watching a movie from rewatches. So, yeah, it's worth it. And I think it would still be worth a watch, this video, because you can gain perhaps some interesting insights. Alright, let's get into this. Oh, of course, the camera's going to 2 bars of battery. Of course, as soon as I'm about to start the movie. Oh, man. Alright, anyway, let's see how long it lasts. And also, it's, at present right now, it's almost Halloween. You might be saying, oh, Jurassic Park's not a horror movie. There is some fucking horror shit in this film, I'm telling you. Those Velociraptor scenes, you telling me that's not scary? Get out of here. I mean, as a kid, you'd watch it. You can't tell me as a kid you're just like, oh, that's cool. No, you're fucking terrified. Especially that bit with the dude's arm. Samuel Jackson. Straight away, man. This amazing soundtrack. Like, what the hell? It's so good. John Williams, once again, gave us an amazing soundtrack. Let's be real. Oh, this is an amazing opening to the film, like with these trees rustling and shit. Yeah, you're thinking at first, oh fuck, this is a dinosaur. But no, it's a I can't think of the right word, but it misleads you in a good way. Yeah, you don't want to fuck with what's in there. I like how this gives you a bit of history to a specific character. That guy that uses that shotgun a fair bit, the tamer, I guess, of these creatures, and just of the park in general, but it gives you a bit of insight into that character immediately. And it sets a really good tone. I like how you see these shots, like you don't really see the dinosaur for a good bit, you just see these like POV shots of the raptor's perspective. I think that's a great choice. It's just a way of giving a bit of build up to slowly reveal the creature instead of just bang, there it is. No, you putting it in that cage, and a cage where you can't see it as well gives that cool build up. And the sounds of the raptor are fucking nuts. The sound design in general in this movie is really good. There's some like iconic sounds, I feel like, from this film. Ooh, smart bastard. He knew what he was doing. That is fucking crazy how he gets dragged up on the wall. That's some like horror movie shit. That's crazy. This ain't doing shit to it. I love these close-ups of the guy's eyes looking at the raptor in that shot. Damn. Straight away sets a tone that you do not fuck with these things.
Hola, bienvenido.
You can see this guy is not used to environments like this. You know, just even what he's wearing, but the way he was kind of like reaching out, like he doesn't want to fall in that water, that icky ass water. He's got some great mannerisms for how he's walking through this environment. It very much fits. He's tripping over shit. I like how they kind of show his personality bang from the get-go. Ha! You know it was him that hit his head. You didn't even need to see it.
Digger.
It's a cool, what do you call it? Dolly-in shot of that mosquito. And that's how they get the DNA. It's kind of cool how they make this concept work through that idea. You can see how it makes sense. This is a cool establishing shot too, showing just the bones and the digging. Instead of a wide shot, you get it through just these little close-ups. It's a great way to set things up.
Dr. Grant, Dr. Shat.
I remember that's what I wanted to be when I was younger. Digging up dinosaur bones.
Development, and we won't even have to dig anymore.
I wonder what this technology is like nowadays, because like this is pretty old film. I wonder how they do it nowadays with digging up bones. I bet it's much more high-tech than this. I bet the concept's still pretty much the same. You use the little tools and everything. It's just this type of stuff would be... Huh.
Dr. Grant's not mission compatible.
Wow, just keep your hands away from it, man. There's these little character traits, like that dude from the beginning, how he was like fumbling around in this environment when he was on that little boat thing, and now this guy You know, he can't use technology. These cool little, you know, character quirks and traits. It's great. And it's not in your face, like these ideas that I'm saying, like these little character quirks, they're not like center stage. They're like these little subtle things that you could overlook on first viewing, you know? I think that's better when you can try and do it that way. Unless your movie wants to be really exaggerated and crazy.
Look at this 6-foot turkey.
Oh yeah.
Clear it.
This is
It
funny.
looks like a bird.
I love this little scene.
That's when the attack comes, not from the front, but from the side.
His eyes are like following his fingers.
He slashes at you with this
Look at his eyes. Oh,
on
that's
the middle
great.
toe. They start to reach you.
Shit, what's this actor's name? I really like this actor though. He's really great. Sam Neill. There we go. Sam Neill. Yeah, Sam Neill's great. I particularly love him in a more recent film, Hunt for the Wilder People. He's so good.
What's wrong with kids?
Yeah, I like this whole...
Messy, they're expensive.
He has got some reasonable arguments there, I'm not gonna lie. No, and I like that character trait of him too, and like how he has a bit of an arc with that whole idea as well. Yo. Damn, that's some ignorant shit. This guy flying in with this chopper.
What the hell do you think you're doing in here?
Just robbing the fridge.
Hey, we were saving that!
Today, I guarantee it.
Cocky bastard.
Is that they insist on outside opinions.
What kind of opinions?
Well, your kind not to put too far.
This is funny. Like his expectation that these people would be like, wow, dinosaurs, that's so cool, now people can see them. No. Their reaction to it is like, yo, this is kind of dangerous. So I really like how naive he is here.
Well, I could compensate you by fully funding your dig.
And this is a very unusual time.
For a further 3 years.
Sold.
Where's the plane?
Yeah. This is a great tracking shot. I always remember this. Oh, not always, but once I started becoming more conscious about filmmaking, I like this shot. This is cool. Sets you in this location pretty well, I feel. Underneath the wagon, and then past the fruit stand. Just tracking this dude.
Dodson!
You shouldn't use my name.
Yeah, just saying his
Dodson.
name out loud, that's hilarious.
Dodson! We've got Dodson here! Oh, God.
It's cool to compartmentalize.
I love his laugh. Oh my god.
You cancel that.
Sounds like a raptor. Did they use his voice for the velociraptors?
Compartmentalize.
So you two,
Jeff Goldblum. This guy is a legend, I tell you. He's just, like, there's no one quite like him, you know? He's just got his own way.
You'll have to get
That laugh. See, like, the example. See, he's great. Like, there's no one quite like him. He's like a Nicolas Cage.
There it is.
There it is too. There's that music. I really love that they're going in between these like what do you call it, canyons or valley. It's not a canyon, it's a valley. It's really cool. I love that. It's beautiful. Oh, that's really cool having the waterfall behind them as well. I don't know, man. This is so much more of a beautiful use of location and things, unlike the other ones, I feel. Or honestly, I don't remember a lot of the other ones. I just kind of remember this one and then like Jurassic World. Like, the beauty in this film is amazing. I have to mention too his stick, like how cool his stick is, and the thing in it is like one of the mosquitoes, because that's literally his creation, or kind of in a sense. Like he, you know, helped put this whole thing together. So I love this, like how she's like looking at a plant, and like what's literally right in front of her, above her eyes, is like this amazing creature. This is a great shot too. I love this. Camera goes up as he gets up. That's a great. Or pans. No, tilts up. It's a great choice there. Holy shit. Now the camera, instead of tilting up, it kind of tracks up with her, which I think was a great choice there. Bringing them both into the frame. Yo. The music. The music. This is what makes this so great, I think. Because, I won't lie, like, this shot here, like, the dinosaur here does look fake. Alright, it looks like CG. Very old, dated CG. But, what makes it so great, I think, is one, the composition. Like, the way that shot is looks great. Not in the effects, but just the composition. But also the music is incredible. Yo. Oh, I'm getting some slight chills. Bam!
We're gonna make a fortune with this place.
His demeanor changed real quick.
You said you've got a T-Rex?
Say again?
Look, he just comes into the frame out of nowhere and just grabs him and is like, what are you talking about? I don't know what to tell you. Chills once again. I don't know if you can see it because of the light, but yo. Even though I've seen, you know, memes and stuff with this whole thing, little meme things, messing with the music and whatever have you, it still works when you watch it in context of the film. I think so anyway. This is a cute little presentation.
Hello.
Hello.
Nah, Jeff Goldblum.
Not without master sequence caps.
Good afternoon,
Alien DNA from what source? Where do you get 100-million-year-old dinosaur blood? Shh.
All your questions will be answered if you just watch. And don't we all do that though? Look, when we watch movies, we keep asking questions, even though the movie's probably going to tell you. It's probably going to answer all the questions you need, but you just ask them anyway. You're like, oh, why is this? Why is that?
Down the Strand in minutes. And virtual reality displays show our genetics.
Virtual reality, that's crazy to think. Back then they had those concepts. That's really cool in this movie. Oh, this is funny. They're so impatient. This is hilarious. They just have to go in there. Like, they can't help themselves.
1, 2, 3.
Jeff Goldblum counts down. 1, 2, 3.
The boat for the mainland will be leaving at 19.
Hey, whose voice is that? Who's that? Samuel Jackson. Haha, Samuel Jackson himself. Oh, he's great. Even though he's got a pretty small role in this film, he's still great.
Come on.
See, now this one looks rather convincing. Like, this one is crazy convincing compared to, like, you know, the Brachiosaurus and all the other dinosaurs before. Like, I think this is like an animatronic. If I'm wrong and I'm just dumb and this is just really good CG, but I'm pretty sure this is an animatronic. Oh, it's kind of cute now. Later, not so much.
It's not possible. Listen, if there's one thing the history of evolution has taught us, it's that life will not be contained. Life breaks free, it expands to new
I do like Jeff Goldblum's character, just certain ways, the way he thinks it's cool. I like his character in this film. Ooh, I love that they don't actually show this. This is a great choice. You just, and the way the camera shows it too, where all the rustling and you just see the actors kind of obscured. It's a great choice to show the chaos of what's going on in there.
Yes, of course, but the park will open with the basic.
This was a cool way to show the scene too. The lighting is really nice. I particularly like how they did the lighting in this scene with the projectors and stuff.
Damn, people will pay it.
And this is a great scene with dialogue and stuff. It really gets you thinking.
Oh, running to catch up. I don't want to jump to any conclusions, but look. Dinosaurs and man. Two species separated by 65 million years of evolution.
Yeah, that's quite the gap.
Defend me against these characters, and the only one I've got on my side is the blood-sucking lawyer.
Thank you.
I'll take it as a compliment, I guess. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I love that scene. It gets you thinking. Like, it's a great... Like, yeah, it's a cool idea. Dinosaurs in real life, but is it a good idea? Probably not.
We missed you. We love the presents. They were
good
great.
to see you. Did you enjoy the helicopter?
Yeah, it just rained down.
Look at his reaction. He's like, kids? Really?
Listen,
Points at him.
I'm planning on.
So when you more. Me about this other book by a guy named Backer, and he
Ha!
She said I should ride with you because it'd be good for you.
He's like, yeah, right.
Ray. Stop the top.
Hey, there he is. Samuel L. Jackson himself. I love how he always has a cigarette in his mouth in this movie, and then he talks through the cigarette.
You're enjoying the future, right?
So, God help us, we're in the hands of engineers.
Jeff Goldblum is so negative about the whole thing. Understandable enough, though. It's such a dangerous and unknown idea that they
Got in there, King Kong?
So cynical.
This makes Dilophosaurus a beautiful.
This is the thing that actually does happen in theme parks. Or maybe not theme parks, but at zoos. Like, you want to see a certain animal, you go to an enclosure and it's like hiding away, or you barely see it. I love that they actually incorporated this into the film. Like, this actually does happen just in normal parks as well.
Them for a while, and there's a finite amount of memory. You can't use it for everything. We're gonna compile for half an hour.
Quiet, all of you. We're approaching the Tyrannosaur paddock.
He's like someone with what do you call it, PTSD with these things. I mean, he almost is in a sense. He saw someone get torn up by him, so understandable enough.
Now eventually you do plan to have dinosaurs.
I really hate that man.
Oh, that's funny. Ha! He's like, screw this tour, I'm out.
See, I'm right again. Nobody could have predicted that Dr. Grant would suddenly jump out of a moving vehicle.
And then he's like, oh, this person too.
There's another example. See, here I'm now by myself, talking to myself. That's chaos theory.
Oh, Jeff Goldblum, he's great. It makes me wonder what this movie would be without him. There would be something missing, honestly.
Timmy.
Hey, Timmy.
Couldn't help himself. I like that they do go on the kid's perspective, though. Kind of like tracking with him. This is really cool. Like, this isn't CG, this is like an animatronic as well. Which is really awesome. Man, practical effects, I feel like, almost always win practical effects, I feel.
6 weeks.
I feel like after they've seen this, they couldn't go back to just digging up, bones and shit. They'd have to, do this type of thing, be like vets for the dinosaurs or just help run the park. They couldn't go back to digging up bones. If this did work out alright, as we see it didn't, but I imagine this what would have happened instead. Oh, I love this line. It's so simple.
That is one big pile of shit.
Park. Find entry. Check the vending machines.
He's out of there. He's out of this bitch.
Where did the vehicle stop?
Oh, you know where that vehicle stopped. That goat's still there too. Won't be for long though. This is one of the best reveals of like something approaching like in cinema history. This is so effective. It's great. Like, look at this. Look at this, ready? That simplicity is amazing. I absolutely love that they did that choice. By, not showing these shots of like the trees and shit parting up because the T-Rex, no, keep it in their perspective and just show this like little thing in the environment react to this thing approaching. And even that is kind of cool with the mirror kind of shimmering.
Where's the goat?
So you tell me this ain't some horror movie shit? Like, what is that? Ooh. What a reveal. And that's some great animatronics right there. Yo. Just leaves the door open with the poor kids in there. Yeah, right, exactly. And left the door open. Ooh, boy. Look at him. See, that's a bit of CG, but the way they did it, with this rain, and it's a bit dark, you know, it still looks pretty convincing in that shot. And by the way, that sound is absolutely iconic. That bad idea. Get that shit off. Oh, the damn door's still open. No, not such a good idea. Oh wow, you can even see its pupil dilate. That was a really cool detail as well. Oh, that would be loud. There goes your eardrums. Oh, thank goodness for that glass, or whatever that is. I think it's like a plastic, thank goodness, because that was glass. It'd be all in their face and everything. Hey, that worked. Oh man, Jeff Goldblum. Oh, bad idea. Don't run with it. No. Oh no, it doesn't work. See, he stood still. He stood still and then waved it and then threw it. He didn't run. When he ran, it's based on movement. So since he kept running it, he just kept going for the thing that was running, I guess. Yeah. Well, that bathroom did shit to hide your body. Yeah.
Can't see us if we don't move.
I love this shot. Just seeing the foot just in the shot. That's great. Oh, I love that detail too, seeing his hat get blown off. See, it's just situation after situation. Situation after situation. It's not just the dinosaurs chasing him, it's like these environmental issues that they're facing. And obstacles, I guess you could call it.
This man is old. He's turning the safety systems off. He doesn't want...
See, he's still got the smoke in his mouth as he's talking. Oh, that's great. He's gone. Dennis is gone. And not just gone in the sense of like, you know, out of the park. No, he's gone. Listen to this sound effect. It's a little bit goofy. It sounds like a cartoon. I don't know why they did it. I don't know why they added that little whee sound effect. It's a little bit cartoonish, but anyway. Nice little tracking shot. Oh, buddy, you're in trouble.
Hi, nice boy.
Boy? Didn't you hear the memo? They're all female. He's offended. She's offended.
What do you want? What do you want? You want food? Look at me. I just fell down a hill. I'm soaking wet. I don't have any food. You are the food. Okay? You, my friend. You are the food. What a way to wash your face.
He left it!
But that's not what I'm gonna do. Okay?
That's it, Sam Neill. That's it. Even though you're not a fan of children, you ain't got no choice but to look after them now. Ooh. You're gonna have to learn quick, kid. No pressure. No pressure at all. Just get down the tree. Oh, you lucky bastards in that hole.
Well, we're back in the car again.
Oh, at least you're out of the tree.
Yeah, that's a good start. Here he comes. They do this technique again, but with a puddle. It's a great way to show it, like something's coming, and it's its foot as well. That's cool. Oh, that's great. And then the camera shifts focus to his face. That's great. This is a part where the CG looks a little bit dated. Still pretty tense though, especially this shot. That's great. Yeah, good job.
Think they'll have that on the tour?
Dinosaur chase. Oh, gee. The one guy that had hope in this park, except for the actual guy kind of running the joint, is dead now. Everyone else is like, no, this is a bad idea. Just shows how much of a good idea it is. He's done this before. The way he's doing his hands on. And,
What are you and Ellie gonna do now if you don't have to pick up dinosaur bones anymore?
This is a great shot, I think. It's a cool, like, dolly down shot from the tree. It's really nice. I'm guessing they probably used a crane or something for this shot. Yeah, here it is.
Blind dinosaur.
It's a great little moment of character development too, and even good chemistry. I think these kids are actually pretty damn good actors, actually. Maybe just Spielberg knows how to do it. Yeah, it's a great shot. Kind of like throwing away his past. It's kind of like letting go of the old job he has, because this future is very new and different. I like he's the one that's still into food, like he's into talking about it earlier, he's interested in it earlier, and now he's eating as well. He's the only one eating because he sees this as normal. Everyone else is like, this is not normal. He's just treating it like it's whatever. Ooh. That's an animatronic too, which is great. Makes it almost timeless, you know. You could watch this, say, 50 years from now and it will still look convincing, which is what's great about it. CG can always get dated, but I think practical is much more believable. I mean, much easier for the actors to work with too, you know, because it's like physically there. It's not something you gotta pretend. It's an actual moving animatronic thing that they can interact with. It would be much more satisfying to perform with.
Come on, girl. Come on, up here, girl. Come on. Up here.
Ooh, boy. That's rough. Huh. That's a cool shot too. Kind of like a tracking shot, and then it kind of goes over and reveals this.
It's a dinosaur egg.
Ooh, it's scary and amazing at the same time that they were able to make it work. They found a way, as Jeff Goldblum said. Oh, new day, new shirt. Alright, let's carry on. Like, I'll admit, this bit looks a bit CG, a bit fake, you know. But hey, I think it's still really well done in regards to how it's shot and everything. And I love that they added the stumps here. That adds a bit to the environment and adds it more sort of realism. Because that's definitely a real tree. That's not a CG tree. Holy shit. Oh, lucky he's distracted by those things. Otherwise you'd be screwed.
I'm gonna go now.
Just look how it eats.
Please. Look how much blood.
Huh? It's like an extreme version of that guy, of Sam Neill's character. Fucking hell, they weren't expecting this to be the visit to this park. Even this guy wasn't intending it to be like this.
And you're
Look,
come on, let's go.
we can discuss sexism and survival situations when I get back. You just take me through this stuff.
Wow. This dude. Thinking, oh, maybe I should do it. Fuck, she's faster than you, dude. I bet. So I think speed would be a good advantage in this situation. Fuck, they gotta go through that shit. Asking for an ambush.
We can make it if we run.
Ooh, what a cool reveal of the gun in that shot. Yeah.
Why not?
We're being hunted.
That's why I'm being hunted.
Look at this guy, he's like a cat. Like a cat seeing prey. Hell yeah. Some parkour. See? That's what you needed, speed. You think that old coot could have done that? Shit, maybe he could have, but I doubt it. Even that's a cool shot, how that was revealed. That's actually a really good camera movement, like it started all the way up there and then goes down. That's really neat, actually. This is great, he's such a troll. That's why he's like, got your ass, yeah.
Good.
This is a great shot, how it goes through the fence like that. I'm guessing maybe the fence, they passed the camera through the fence. I'm not sure actually how they did that shot. But that is cool how they did that. Hey, there we go. I like how this creates a whole new tension now too. Because like now they have to get off the damn fence. It's no dinosaurs involved, it's just an obstacle, you know. I like that, you know, it's not all about dinosaurs, there's these other obstacles they gotta overcome. It's cool. Lucky it was the real bottom one, so creates a bit of tension going down the list.
2.
Oh, this reveal is something else, isn't it?
I think we're back in business.
Yeah, he's back in business too. Shit, it's fucking insane. What a jump scare. See, horror movie.
Oh, Mr. Arnold.
This reveal is... Holy fuck. Holy shit. Yo, that fence ain't stopping shit. That's a cool, underneath the fucking platform shot. That's a cool shot too, just... Some sticky business pulling the stock. Fuck the stock, just shoot the motherfucker. That's a shotgun we're talking about here, right? It's got a spread. Just shoot it. It's a trap. Yeah. You're not wrong. Damn. That's a great line, by the way. Clever girl. Yeah, look at his hair, man. It's like he's just been electrocuted. Oh, wait a minute. What a great piece of food to have when you're nervous. That shit's gonna be shit. Oh, that's a cool reveal, isn't it? Holy fuck, with the actual picture of the raptor and then right next to it's the actual shadow silhouette of it. That's great. This is a great scene, dude. This is some horror shit right here. Velociraptors actually see? Or are they kind of like movement based or sound based? Or all of the above? Oh, that's great. Just that little extra bit of realism with the fucking steam. That's cool. Or its breath.
You sure the third one's contained?
Yes. Unless they figured out how to open doors.
Yeah, about that. About that. Stubborn ass door. You gotta really push it. You gotta really push it, mate. That's it. I gotta say, the special effects, even though that's CG, most of that, it actually looks pretty convincing. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's a little bit, you know, but it's pretty good. Compared to some of the other dinosaurs, they look a bit more convincing. Perhaps they put a bit more work into them. Maybe they just did a really good mix of practical and CG to a point where they made it really convincing looking. Like, that's definitely, I think, animatronic to some degree. But I love that little... It's cool. See, that's great, like, where you actually question whether or not it's CG or practical. Like, that shows they did a pretty damn good job, you know? Uh-oh. Throw the thing, so they get distracted. Now run somewhere else. Throw it outside. Oh, God. They can jump. Holy shit. This is a great idea with the reflection. That's so cool. Holy shit, that's such a cool way to reveal that. Luckily that thing didn't get up quick. She would have been a leg missing. Oh my god. Fucking, they're so lucky. Like, now they're in a... But now he's slipping too. Wendy, let me out of here.
The door locks! Ellie, boot up the door locks!
Holy fuck. Oh, what a reveal. Camera goes down, up, and then fuck. Oh my god. This goddamn computer. Could it be any slower?
You got it! Yes!
Yeah!
Crown? Mr. Hammond? The phones are working.
I mean, he called you, so no shit, the phones are working. I like the way he delivers that line, though.
And the damn helicopters.
Yeah, he pulls off a badass character quite well. Huh. That's all those DNA strand things, right? Like the one you got to read it for so many, 2 years or something. That's kind of cool, actually, showing it on the dinosaur there. That was kind of neat. It's a cool way of climbing down onto the bones and shit. It's kind of cool. Oh my god.
Let go. Yeah.
This kid's falling down a bit in this movie. Yeah, from the car, and then he's falling down from those electric wires, and now off a dinosaur bone. Well, you're in trouble now. Oh, good timing, Rexy. Great way to kick in this music too. And wait for the shot. Where's that shot? Oh, maybe it's in a second. You know what shot I'm talking about. Yeah! Fuck that T-Rex, I'm the real one. There's that shot. There's that shot. Hell yeah. Whoo-wee. I mean, that's the last shot of the dinosaurs, isn't it? End it well. Wow. He's in a very different emotion from what he was before. You know what I mean? Before he was full of excitement, joy, all these things, and now it's the complete opposite. He's just like, fuck, what have I done? Quite the character arc for Sam Neill's character. Wow. Spielberg, you fucking genius. And the writers. This is a great film. I'm sorry, but I don't get the same emotional impact from, the other Jurassic Park films. I just don't. This movie is just such an amazing ending. Like, the character arc of Sam Neill's character, and even the character arc of the guy that did the park and everything, realizes what he's created, and it's something that's very difficult to control if it is to control, Yeah, the music is just phenomenal. Like, it's fucking amazing. John Williams, you nailed it again. I think they're a pretty damn good combination, actually. John Williams and Spielberg. They worked together a fair few times. Like, he also did the soundtrack with Spielberg, the Jaws soundtrack, which is phenomenal as well. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, this movie is just fantastic. Like, the filmmaking is really good. Some really great cinematography, great camera movements. Really good, just like the way they integrate special effects in it, like the practical effects, the CGI. It's done pretty damn well. Like, yeah, granted, there are some bits where you go, yeah, that's definitely, old, dated CG. But that being said, they didn't completely rely on that. They did integrate, practical effects well to make it believable. And even times when they do integrate the CG, you can still believe it at points because they mix the practical with it. And I think that's the way they do it to really make it believable. And I think that was a very good choice on their part. I think that was a very good way of doing it. I think that's a great way to do films even today. Like, even though today we've got great, amazing CGI, but I feel like CGI can always improve. Like, computers are always constantly improving. So at some point, let's say 20 years from now, we watch something like, let's say, like even the new Avengers film, Avengers Endgame or something, we watch that now, it looks pretty damn real, right? But 20 years from now, we'll probably look at it and go, it looks a little bit dated because the CG 20 years later will probably have so much more detail, so much more just certain crispness to it, and it will just so much to it, to a point where it's just leaps and bounds better in realism. So I feel like practical effects, though, on the other hand, I feel like they're almost timeless. Like, a lot of these shots in the film, like, they're very believable and they're real because, well, they are kind of real in a sense. They're real in a sense of, like, they actually built an animatronic to do it. Now, granted, sometimes, animatronics do look a little bit stiff and not lifelike sometimes, I think it's a step towards being a little bit more believable for certain shots. If you do it all the time, yeah, it might come off too, too stiff and whatever. But I think if you integrate them both, you do the best of both worlds. I think that's the best way to do it. Personally, that's how I feel about integrating CG and practical effects. It's good to kind of mix both instead of just relying on one too much or the other. Anyway, fantastic film. What else can I say? It's one of my favorite childhood films. I think when I was young, I used to watch this movie at least once a week. I loved it. I was really into dinosaurs just in general. But yeah, I absolutely loved it. Just back then I was more just like, oh, dinosaurs, So, back then I might have enjoyed the other ones more too, like Jurassic World, and even though that wasn't out at the time. But I probably would have enjoyed those ones perhaps even just as much. But now with the knowledge I have and about writing and directing and filmmaking, things like that, like I look at movies a bit more deeper, so I feel like Jurassic Park holds it up as an overall picture. It's so great in regards to directing, the cinematography, the way they integrate the story, and the way they have these interesting themes of, trying to play God in this environment, creating these creatures and thinking, oh yeah, we have control. It's like, no, you don't. I think that's a really interesting concept in this film. But yeah, I think it's definitely one I'll be watching again. No doubt about that. I'll definitely rewatch this probably a year from now, if not less, Yeah, I'm glad I did this video. I hope this video was enjoyable, to use. I hope, even though I have seen this movie numerous times, I hope there was some good insights I gave and just made it, and just in general, it was an entertaining video to watch for you. Anyway, love to hear your thoughts down in the comments below about this video and also about Jurassic Park. And what's your favorite Jurassic Park movie? What are some interesting facts you know about this film or the other films? Just put all your thoughts and comments down in the comments below. And yeah, that's it for this video. Hope to catch you in the next one.